Hi everyone, I'm Milton Topan, and another co-member of our project proposal, J. Mark Sandayan, Flory Misango, and Aaron Tainan. I'm happy to represent our project proposal, the Basic Computer Session and Assembly Society for Education and Technology Development. Our project proposal targets the youth for the purpose to our aim and how to provide computer literacy and software and hardware to target teenager and community youth in our district, to train to improve knowledge for literacy youth and to become skilled, productive, and creative in computer-related work. Also, to raise awareness of community as a whole. Also again, to train youth would develop the habit and saving become self-reliant. To train youth would useful knowledge and can earn money to become self-sufficient. The youth have the target community lack of skill to become productive as well as creative. The Basic Computer Session and Assembly Society for Education and Technology Development was located in our event at Purok Makalinaw, Barangay San Ignacio, Manay, Davao Oriental. Now, I represent to you our literacy providers, lessons, and the other event during our event. So, for instance, for the youth and become competent in our fundamental of computer, being acquired skill in Microsoft Office, which is include the three major Microsoft Office, which is the Word, Excel, and the PowerPoint. Also, we propose solving issues in system and hardware errors. We also provide learnings to identify the youth for hardware and software. We program our event to acquire skill and basic Photoshop and printing skills. This project proposal will be more and adds on propose like games and quizzes and more.
I appreciate what you did, Aaron, because today, every youth needs to adapt to the new generation. Our opportunity for our proposing the program is to learn the community youth basic development in computer. This is also to acquire their skills in hands-on managing to learn. And also the importance of school needs to proficiency and ability.
So, the quote of this project proposal is to access to a computer has become basic needs for education and development in our society. We choose this project proposal, the basic computer session and assembly society for education and technology development, because one of our important needs is to succeed the community youth that away from those without technology. We chose this because it is easy to hold for our budget to conduct this program, and also with our degree before we already have know the skills and learnings, so we can manage to learn to the youth in our community. So that's all for today, and I hope you understand our project proposal, the Basic Computer Session in Assembly Society for Education and Technology Development.
Hello everyone. Today, together with my group, we will present to you our project proposal entitled Stay Updated, Stay Connected, a Wi-Fi Vendor Project Proposal. The proponent of this project are Mr. Aloster Dusona, Mr. Gerard Justin Gary, Ms. Mary Jane Palmera Felix, and yours truly, Ms. Lyden Gudes. In today's generation, most people, especially students, were more focused on using technology for their online classes, businesses, and many more. One of their problems regarding this matter is the unavailability of internet connection in their area. though some of the students use mobile data, but it will not ensure that it will sustain the connection until the load expires, because some of those sites that they access may consume a large amount of MB, though it is in a short time, and it will not guarantee that it will give them a strong or high quality of connection regarding the area of the user. This Wi-Fi vendor project proposal will surely help not only for those students, but also for those people living in the area. Instead of buying load or mobile data, they just need to connect to this Wi-Fi vendor to access the internet. Though the maximum capacity of the vendor cannot supply all the people living in the area, the people or the user need to understand those who need the internet connection badly.
These are the objectives of our project proposal. The general purpose of this project is, first, to sustain the internet connection of the area. Second, to suit the needs of the students in modular and online class. Third, to access the connection easily. Fourth, to develop community understanding. And the last, to lessen or minimize the expenses of the user.
Good day, everyone. My name is Mr. Estisono, and I am the one who will be presenting the target people number 1 in our project proposal entitled Stay Updated, Stay Connected, a Wi-Fi Vendor Project. So, the number 1 target in our project proposal is the students who are in steep places that don't have much signal or can't afford to buy a Wi-Fi. So, the address is Purok San Miguel 1, Corporacion, Lupon, Davao Oriental. So, the number of household there is 105. The area there is surrounded by grassy land with banana and coconut trees. Most water source of the household were connected to a non-government organization called Kalahi, which supplies the water within the area, but some of them, they also use water pitcher. So, most of the parents in Purok San Miguel 1 don't have stable job due to this pandemic. The mother's work is pure housewife, and some of them have small business like a sari-sari store. And the father's job mostly construction or a pedicab driver. About 80% of the youth there have attended modular and classes, and some of them are not because in their early age, they were attached in making money rather than going to schools. And most of them got married at a very young age.
So in the target people the address is Purok San Miguel, Centro Corporacion, Lupon, Davao Oriental. So the community household in there is 120 household. So mostly people there have their small business like sari-sari store. Some of the father work is pedicab driver. So in the out of school youth, most of the students were already graduated, and some of them were in elementary level. That deals with modular classes. The area there is located along the National Highway. So the next target is Purok Sumlo Corporation, Lupon, Davao Oriental. The community there is 150 household. More than 80% of the parents work as farmer. In the said community, they planted vegetables like mushroom, fruits like banana surrounded in their area. Some of them work as carpenter and drivers. So the school youth is some of the young students, especially in high school level, were not able to continue their studies because of financial matters. Less than 50% of them children were in the elementary level continued their studies using modular. So the area there we're surrounded by tall trees, bananas, and grass surrounding it. Is also far from highway, and people cannot easily go to the place due to the uneven road. It may also cause people to get lost in the area due to many passages. So that was all in the target people.
Good day, everyone. I am Aaron Glorci Perina, the leader of this group. Together with my members, Rolea Rowelan, Rossi Perez, and Reynaldo Pecaña, we are here to present our project proposal entitled Signages for Every 2 Blocks in NHA Purok Malipayon 2 in City of Mati. Signages are important to our community. Why? Because many people tend to get lost in their way, especially here in NHA, or National Housing Authority, which is a big housing estate. Without signages, people may be lost with their way, and sometimes I encounter delivery men or Dureco or water district that are lost in their way because They don't know which direction are they going. But if this project is approved, then they may not get lost in their way and they will find their destination.
5 objectives of this title. First, to not let individuals get lost in their way. Second, expose dangerous streets so that citizens can pass with cautions. Third, promote peace within the youth. Fourth, involve the youth in making the signages. And lastly, recognition of the street.
We have three target people on the NHA area, which is the visitors, government official, local deliveries, government service, and etc. So first, I will discuss the visitors. NHA is a large area with a lot of houses. So that's why some of them are almost, or all of them have almost the same of design of houses or the same of color of houses. So that's why every visitor was confused when they are going to visit an NHA area. So that's why we conduct this project proposal to help them for not confuse direction in NHA. So the second one is the government official. So with the present of administration, war on drugs is rampant and there are many innocent people being killed because of the confusion of direction. So, but if we signages are implemented, it will be prevented. So that's why we conduct this project proposal to help them to not confuse of direction, and it will also less problem for them when they are conducted or when they are visit in the NHA area. The next one are the local deliveries, government service, and etc. will discussed by Joyce.
Local deliveries, government services, and etc. What we ties about delivery man is they're very confused in NHA. They deliver the packages in the wrong address. Signages are designed to help identify which way to go. Signs provide information to the exact place where you go. Signages is a big help to the local deliveries, government services, and etc. to avoid loss in NHA.
Good day everyone, my name is Dave S. Malinab and I am the leader of this group. And also may I introduce to you my group members, Ainal Mart Manilong, Kadnir Manigoy, Nashi Makasindil, and Dewi Maligpit. So we are the proponents of this group. As we proceed, this community project proposal presentation consists of project title, rationale, objectives, and target people that compose of address, community, people, leaders, and then area. I am the responsible to introduce the project title. Ainal Mart and Nashim are responsible to discuss the rationale. Kadnir is in the objectives, and for the target people is me. So our project title is Proper Garbage Disposal Against the Devastation of Environment, a garbage bin project proposal. Since people are devastating our environment by improper disposal of waste, we are facing the consequences. In this case, we think that the solution of this unstoppable problem is to imply a garbage bin in order to minimize the problem of waste. At this moment, Ainal Mart and Nashim will discuss the rationale to elaborate our proposal.
The RA 9003, known as the Ecological Solid Waste Management Act of 2000, it emphasizes the comprehensive and ecological solid waste management program that ensures the protection of public health and the environment and the proper segregation, collection, transport, storage, and treatment. We can't deny that the fact that in our generation, proper disposal of waste is rarely to practice. Trashers are rampant in our environment. Well, Nashim will discuss some of the solution of this problem.
By proposing this project, it is a huge help to our community to maintain cleanliness, also motivating and gather the people in order to segregate their own waste. And by the help of local government unit or LGU, it can maintain the environment manageable with their regulation and policies they implemented.
There are 5 objectives in this proposal. First, to minimize unorganized waste. Second, to encourage waste segregation. Third, maintain balanced solid waste management system which benefits the community while following regulatory requirements. Fourth, to separately store recyclable materials for reuse. Fifth, mitigation spread of illness such as dengue, malaria, and others. Our objectives is based on what we observe in the community.
And target people consist of address, community houses, people, leaders, and then area. The address that we're going to propose is Purok Dao, San Antonio, Caraga, Davao Oriental. And this community has 54 houses. Parents and children are responsible of this since our senior citizens are considered as vulnerable. That's why they will not include. First, parents have taken a remarkable to take care of the environment since they part of the community. As parents become more educated about what they can do and realize their responsibilities, they will not have some of the old environment back, but some new habits. Then the second one is the children are including understanding on how the proper disposal is necessary to oblige of each person in the community. The most essential, they are being knowledgeable and to be encouraged. And for the area, they live in the borderline between the two barangay and near in the river, we can say irrigation. That's why their primary sources is fishing. And all over the Purok of Barangay San Antonio, this Purok has a plenty population and huge area. That's why we chose this community, because we know the problem. And overall, this is our project proposal. I am Dave S. Malinab and I am expressing my greatest gratitude. Thank you.
So, our topic is about video games indicated to computer. This application was built to develop to easily facilitate and monitor the function of computer in our society and how it works and how it's done. By the use of this application, the developer was come to the one solution to make or easily understand the function of computer and some systems such as mouse, monitor, and etc. By creating this application or video games, it helps the user on how to easily indicate or how it uses in the future, especially the children who wants to know what computer is. This program will be having great creation to have interest to play and getting sight of kids.
Our first objective is to provide enjoyment and knowledge in the same time. And our second objective is to provide easily gained knowledge to the kids who don't know how to use a computer.
Our third objective, to easily simplify the image of the system in the near future. Our fourth objective, to provide knowledge to understand easily the functions of a computer. And our last objective is to use free applications that is usable to any users.
The location of this project proposal of ours will be Purok DA, Matiao, Dahican, Mati City. Our target people are the children of DA, which is 85% of them don't know how to use a computer properly and its functions. So we decided to create an app which can help them gain some knowledge on how to use a computer properly. Not just help them, but to entertain them also while playing the game.
the area. They live in a coastal area where most of their livelihood depends on the catching fish and having small farm and live in a squatter area. If I were to propose a project, I would build the project for the people who live in a coastal where their income comes from fishing, and also a project for the people who live in a squatter area.
Welcome to our CNA presentation. My name is Rizaniel P. Ibanez. I am the leader of this project proposal. Our project is Operating Cleanup Drives Towards Community Progress. Project proposal derives from the concept of butterfly breaking outside its cocoon. In the other words, it symbolizes the transformation. The project composes of the program is Coastal Cleanup Drive. The purpose of this program is to orient environmental awareness and strategic garbage disposal to the residents of Purok Waling-Waling. The project also aims for the Purok to maintain the cleanliness and, like a butterfly, numerous gardens of opportunity and beauty.
The rationale of this project, the Coastal Cleanup Program. The throwing of waste production along the shore of Purok Waling-Waling, Batu-Batu Beach is observed. As the population increase, difficulties in controlling the residents' waste disposal has been a problem to its environment. As part of the main objective of this project, a coastal cleanup along the seashore of Purok Waling-Waling, Batu-Batu Beach, as well as the nearby areas, will be conducted. The aims of this project is to promote a better environment to the residents of the Purok Waling-Waling, Batu-Batu Beach. As a twist of this project, this involves not just the CWTS student, but also the youth that helps the community. And this encourages them to maintain coastal areas and prevent diseases caused by improper waste disposal, and provide abundant opportunities for those residents, especially the fishermen and the indigents living in the coastal area of Purok Waling-Waling, such that they are the main target and the center of the project.
So these are the objectives of our project proposal. First, promoting environment awareness. Second, improve the lifestyle of the residents of Purok Waling-Waling, Batu-Batu Beach. Third, inform the residents to know about the importance of cleaning the environment. Fourth, encourage people about the proper disposal of garbage. Fifth, establish a relationship that will inspire both parties to engage such activities. And lastly, teach fun and easy way of recycling plastic materials.
For the target people, we all have two target peoples, which is the families and the children. First, the families who live near the seashore, whose houses are vulnerable to high tides and also the accumulation of trash carried by the tides. Environment to be awareness program. It encourages all the residents to indulge themselves in such activity for recreational purposes. And for the children, the education outreach program, we all have a target audience, are children with the age of 4 to 12 who live within the area. So as a student, I will teach them the basic concept of proper waste disposal, personal hygiene, and sanitation.
Target area. I noticed that the residents' manner of segregation of waste is burning of plastics, all together with all garbage components. I heard different indigents in our forum. I able to know a shocking fact from one of the residents whose identified as withhold for confidentiality and protection of the privacy. The residents burn plastics every day, without knowing that burning it would release harmful chemicals that could cause disease. The coastal cleanup program primarily focuses on the engagement of proper waste disposal and discourage the burning of plastics. By encouraging them to define segregation, recycling, and orient them to stop burning and do recycling. To have clean surrounding, that is essential for a healthy living. People will segregate biodegradable materials, apply the three R's, which is reuse, reduce, and recycle, and practice the clean and green principle. And lastly, the education program is to educate children in the most basic principles of being a productive Filipino citizen. And also, I give out writing materials for the children to remember the proper disposal. As a part of this project, I will be encouraging them into lectures, and they are expected to live with those learnings and put them into practice.
So these are the example of coastal cleanup drive. So as you can see, there's so many ways the ocean. So we define that as a project proposal to promote and to engage the people. Now we have a very nice proposal to make a good environmental awareness.